Money can buy happiness, and I'm going to tell you exactly how. So we're all familiar with the term that money can't buy happiness, wealth can't buy happiness. But recently I was talking to a colleague actually on his podcast, and he asked me to define wealth. And my mind immediately ran to maybe it's a certain number, maybe it's a certain lifestyle. And I know all of us have challenges, but the commonality, the common denominator between all of us when we regard wealth, to me, has always been seen through our values. Here's what I mean by that. I'm going to explain. To me, wealth is having the resources to remove violations from my life. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you a quick little story about when I was a young guy, my first year or two in the Navy. If you don't know anything about being in the military, they actually don't pay very well. We do a lot of cool, fun stuff, and we have amazing training, but we didn't get paid very well. So I didn't have a lot of money. So my first car out of school was a used car. And I won't say the maker and I won't say the brand because I'm not trying to bash on anybody here, but let me tell you, suffice to say, it was a used car with several thousand miles on it, and it was not in the best shape. And one of my core values, one of the things that's very important to me is punctuality, is being where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there. And if I feel like I'm late, I'm running behind, or I'm going to disappoint someone, I get very, very anxious. And that car let me down so many times, I can't even tell you. So one of the first things I did with some newfound wealth was I was able to buy a new car. That I paid more for the second car that made me feel wealthy. What made me feel wealthy was I was able to remove an incredible source of stress and anxiety in my life because I had the resources to do it. Now, initially when I bought the first car, I didn't have the resources. I had to just take what I could get, and that's what I got. And along with it came the compromise for the amount of anxiety and the amount of values violation that might be associated with that. That's my definition of wealth. Wealth is the ability to remove violations from your life.